Hello, everybody. Welcome to Novene C TV, and it's your girl, Novene C. And today we will be talking about our natural hair journey. And I have two special guests with me. I have my daughter-in-law, Brene, and I also have one of my best friends for over 30 years, Valeka. Please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe, like, and share, and click the notification bell so you can be notified when we do a new video. So let's get started, ladies. Brene, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brene, Novene's daughter-in-law. I have I have DIY micro locks. I've been growing them for almost a year now. It'll be a year on April 4th. And I'm loving it, locked and loving it.
Right. What about you, Valeka?
Hello, I'm Valeka, and I'm here in Louisiana, but born and raised in Vallejo. But my hair is just free. I don't want it to be locked or anything, but this is my natural me.
My natural me. That's good. And mine, I have, I guess they're called DIY two-strand twisted locks. I started them, I believe it would be a year. Well, it just passed a year, this past March. And my niece, Kamori, helped me start them with the two-strand twists. And then also Brene helped me on my journey by twisting me up, doing the palm twists and stuff to make them lock. And so right now I have the locks like in, what is this, Brene?
I like two-strand twists.
Just two-strand twists as a hairstyle. And then once I take them down, it will give me some like wavy looking locks, right?
Yeah, cute and
yeah, I'm still new to this. I don't know all the terminology for it. So ladies, let's talk about perms. Like, I know Valeka used to have a perm. I used to have a perm. Did you ever have a perm, Brene?
Oh, yeah.
So when is the last time you ladies had a perm in your hair, or a relaxer as they call it?
Oh, for me, I want to say it was like 2015 was my last relaxer. I had a real short haircut, and so I would relax my hair like every 5 days. And I was like addicted to the creamy crack. So
they call it creamy crack. That's true. What about you, Valeka?
I was last perm. When was it? I think it was February 2016 is when I last had my perm.
Okay. So see, you guys remember specific dates and years. I don't remember. So I just know, like, ever since I was a teenager, I started getting perms. And then I think when I was in my 20s, either late 20s or early 30s, my cousin Shanora was telling me that I don't have to get a perm. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was saying that you could just like flat iron your hair and it would give the same results. But I thought since my hair was so thick that I had to put a perm on it, so then, you know, it can go straight. But she let me know that I didn't need the perm. So once I stopped doing that, I was like, what? And so I haven't had a perm in over, I know it's over 15 years, but I'm not sure. It might be over 20 years since I've had a perm. Wow. Yeah. And so what made you ladies go natural?
For me, I just kind of, I go back and forth. Like, I've had perms and then I've been natural for a short period of time. Then I was like bald, and then I grew hair again and put a perm on it. It's like a cycle for me. So it's not that I like wanted to stop. I just did, and I found something that kind of works for me that I'm like committed to. I've never really committed to any hairstyle. This is my first. Like, I've had 3 sets of locks. This is my 3rd set, and this is the first time making it to a year. Okay. So I'm indecisive about my hair. So it's not that I've actually stopped. I might actually go back. I don't know. But right now, I don't think that I will, but this is just what works for me right now, and I'm loving it. So
What about you, Valeka?
Me, let's see. My coworker came to work one day and was like telling me her story about the big chop. She was like, girl, I just did the big chop. And I'm like, girl, I've been thinking about doing that for about 5 years. I sure did call my beautician because I was supposed to get a perm the next day. I called my beautician and was like, I want to go natural. So I want to come in, but I just want to tell me what I need to do because that, and she was like, you are the 3rd person to call me today to say that they want to go natural. I was like, yeah.
That's awesome. See, that's awesome too that you had support from your coworkers, because I was going to ask you about that. Like, in the workplace, how did they adjust to your natural hair?
Yeah, see, for me, there was already some coworkers that's already natural, so it was never like a problem.
Right, because you have a job where you have probably predominantly Black people at your job, so it's not a big deal in the South. But you know,
Yeah.
Cali is different. But
Right.
so, what about you, Brene? Were you did you work somewhere where that might have been an issue? Like they might have said it didn't look professional or anything like that?
I've never really had that issue. Well, see, for me, I've always went to like the interviews in like a wig or something, and then came out when I started working. And so they saw me with a wig, and then okay, I had braids, and then I was natural, and then I had no hair. So it's like they couldn't keep up anyway. So it's just I've never had the unprofessional. It's just like, oh, you changed your hair again. Oh, I like your hair today. I've never gotten anything negative, at least at work, about my hair.
Right, that's good. So where'd you get something negative at?
My family, honestly, mainly my dad and my brothers. They love like the natural hair, but when I started like these locks, they think they're too small. They're really thin, almost like sister locks.
Really
When I started these locks, they were like, why would you do that? Why did you put all that in your hair? How are you gonna? I'm like, I got this. I've never had a hairstylist. I've always been my hairstylist. So like, what I do is what I do. I got this. I know. And if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna cut it off.
Exactly.
And that they weren't seeing it like that. You have this hair, and you just do everything to it and coloring it. Like they have a problem with all that kind of stuff. So I just brush it off. My dad's been like that with the weave, or if I cut my hair, why are you bald? So he's never gonna be satisfied.
What about you, Valeka? Have people said anything to you like about taming your hair or
Oh,
girl?
my mom. Well, see, my mom didn't agree with it at all. She would have those looks. She'd give me those looks. But over the years, she would compliment me and be like, "Oh, that's cute. That's
Right.
cute." Like my cousin, he was like, "I don't think that fit everybody. I don't think that's gonna fit you." And I was like, "Okay, all right." And so I specifically bought a shirt. Yes, I was being petty. I bought a shirt that said, "I don't need your approval to wear my natural hair."
Shirt. Let me see the shirt, girl. Girl, we all need that, huh?
Right?
Because it's our hair, right? That's attached to our bodies. So this is our bodies. Like, let us do what we do. Oh my God, it's so
And
crazy.
now he's like, "Oh, that fits you. Okay,
Yes, because your hair is so
Later.
pretty. Both you
Don't
ladies' hair,
process like you do.
right? Both you ladies' hair looks so nice, and of course, it fits you. Yes, it fits your personality. It looks good. And so, Valeka, you made me a believer when you stopped getting perms, and because we have different hair textures, right? So when you stopped getting perms and your hair was so long, I was like, oh my God, that's when I really knew that perms, relaxers, whatever you call them, they don't let your hair grow like they should grow, right? It keeps it like at a certain length, and it breaks off. Your hair is not healthy. And so I'm all about having healthy hair. And so that's why, because my whole life I've had long hair, and the first time I cut it was in 2012. And everybody was like shocked because, they used to Novene with the long hair, and then Novene had, and then I was like, I like this short. I was like, shoot, give me a fade. Like, that's so easy. Like,
Right.
it wasn't easy because I couldn't put it in a ponytail, but it was still just like, it just felt free. Like when I first cut that ponytail off, I was like, my hair was so heavy. I didn't realize it. But now I'm just I want my hair to be healthy and to grow. And so that's why I don't want to dye it no more. That's why I'm embracing all my grays. You guys see my grays, like all the front and sides of my hair is gray. So you will be seeing my lovely salt and pepper hair. And because it just feels healthier. Like when I dye it, for me, it's more brittle, and it like changes the texture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. So like Brene, like when you get older, you might feel like that. But right now, you're young, your hair is still healthy, so you could do whatever. But me and Valeka a little bit older. We want to protect our hair because it gets thinner as you get older anyway, and we want to be like nice and strong. Well,
Right.
I know I do.
I can say something about with the coloring. I went to a natural hair expo in New Orleans, and they were saying once you permanently color your hair, you're not considered natural no more. And I was like, what? Because you're using the chemicals. I was like, wow.
You know what somebody told me though? They told me that henna, henna that they put you could put that in your hair because it's
Yeah.
a chemical. Yeah, and it dyes your hair. I just remembered that. I forgot about that. That was good to know. So like when I first when I first cut my hair, I thought that it was going to be easy because it's short and all that stuff. And then I realized that having the short hair was harder than having the long hair because I couldn't throw it. So having natural hair, right, maintaining it, right?
Yes.
So having natural hair, like, is it harder than when you had processed hair, or is it easier?
For me, it's definitely, I would say it's harder. Because like I said, I've always done my own hair. So the perm for me was like, I'm tired of doing my hair, slap it on, and I had to, a shortcut, so I would always just wear it like slick down basically. Did nothing to it, but have to cut it up every other week or so. With my natural hair, I like it and I love it and I want to take care of it, so I have to do more to it. Other than that, it's not necessarily harder. It's just you do more to it when you're trying to care for it. Where with the perm, I was just putting it on. Okay, it's flat, it's fine, it looks good. It may not be healthy, but it looks good, and that's all I cared about. It was gonna get cut off anyways when I went to my next hairstyle.
Right.
So.
What about you, Valeka?
It was harder, but because of this journey, it's like, hey, I'm all for it. So it is harder, but you have to have a plan.
Right. You're getting something out
because if you don't have a plan, you're gonna be discouraged and you're gonna go back to the creamy crack. It's harder, but I'm all for it. I'm like, okay, what can I do next? Let me see what I can do.
Right. It seemed like it takes so much time though, like especially for yours, Valeka, with the twist outs and stuff like that. And when you have those little tiny little beautiful little swirl curls, I was like, oh my God, how long does it take?
Yeah, it takes about an hour, hour and a half. But it's worth it because the style lasts what, it can last up to a week to 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good to know.
And I wanted to say too, it's all about trial and error, because what work for somebody else may not work for you. So you just have to keep in your mind, this is a trial and error thing, and I'm all for it. Let me just do whatever I could do to keep healthy.
Right. You are going to spend so much money trying to be natural and trying to find what product is your product and what works for you, what styles you can and can't necessarily do. And as your length changes, all of that changes as well.
Right, because the curl patterns and all that stuff changes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You guys are stressing me out. No, but what's funny is, so you know how my hair is naturally curly, right? So my hair is naturally curly, and I used to wear it either, I just had to put water and some type of oil on it, and it could be curly, or I would flat iron it to make it straight, right? And use some kind of, like, not really grease, but something like that to make it straight, right? And Valeka, remember that time when I came out there to your wedding, and the girl who did my hair, I forgot who it was. I think you said her name was Keisha. Oh my gosh, she made my hair so silky. She didn't give me a perm. She just flat ironed it, and the whatever products that she used on there, my hair, I couldn't stop touching it. I was like, oh my God, it feels so silky. It feels like white people hair. But but my hair never felt like that again. Like I could never get it back to how she did it, and I don't know what she did, but she had magic fingers. But anyway. But what I was gonna say was, so since my hair was curly and stuff, I was thinking that when I got locks, that it would look like other people's locks who I saw that had locks, right? And I thought it would like feel the same, but mine is still like, I don't know if you can see, still like curly. So like even like the ends, some of my ends are still curly, and then the back, because that's where I sweat the most. My back still like curls up, so it looks like it's short, just because it still wants to coil. Right. And I didn't think that was going to be I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't think I was going to have locks and it was going to look like not regular, but other people's locks. but everybody's hair is different. So, you know, it's not going to look the same. And so that's been interesting for me on my journey.
Right.
And it's like been taking a long time for my hair to lock. But I think for the most part, it's just like the ends, right, Brene? You've done my hair. And then the back, is the back locked all the way? Or
not all the way, but it's there.
Right.
Yeah, definitely there.
Okay. So have you guys, go ahead. Have you had any surprises on your journey?
For me, so I'm still like learning, honestly. I've been doing like the natural hair. I had my first big chop in 2012. That was my first time going natural and everything like that. And I'm still learning stuff on the way. I'm now realizing that like diet, hormones, and all that kind of stuff takes part in your hair. And so I was surprised when I started my locks. They were almost too big for what I was looking for. So I went and I made them all smaller. But what I didn't realize is I had just had my daughter, and my hair was going to start shedding, falling out, breaking off, whatever. And so I started and I had these like beautiful locks, and I was just so in love with them. And then like there came a point in time where it's like they were starting to thin towards the roots, and I had like changed it up and combined it and things like that. And I found out it was, you know, because I just had her, and I, you know, the way that I was eating and stuff like that, drinking water, all of that plays a part. And so that was a big shock to me, because I almost lost, and I've never been scared to lose my hair, but I almost lost my hair. I was like, oh my God, no. But yeah, that was the biggest thing for me.
Right. What about you, Valeka? Have you been surprised about anything on your journey?
I'm surprised on my hairstyles when I try them that I've seen on Pinterest, YouTube, or just somebody pass, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that. And I try it, and I be like, oh, guess what though? Valeka rocked it anyway.
No, you did. You know you did.
I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna try again the next time.
Right.
See, you guys know I am not that creative. You know, even though I have these locks, like it seemed like my hairstyle is still the same, right? But I used to flat out my hair. I had a part on the side, and then my hair would come down like this and down like this. And I was just thinking about that's the way. I just had Brene do the same thing. I've always been called like plain Jane. I've always had the same hairstyle, either like flat iron with the part, or I would wear it curly when it was long, so it was either coming back, or I don't know, probably maybe not really a part. But so I don't know. I'm like scared to experiment, or don't know how to do it or something, and I don't know. So I just end up not doing anything, kind of.
You have a comfort zone.
Exactly, and that's how I am with everything. That's how I am with food. That's how I am with snacks. Buy the same shit for 30 years. I'm committed. Okay. I do something.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But yeah.
I'm loyal.
Yes.
So yeah. But I'm excited to see how these are gonna look once I untwist them.
They're gonna be so
I
cute.
can't wait to see.
Hopefully they'll be cute. If not, no. I'll just wash it. And then it'll just be a big old afro. But yeah, so like I was saying about my my grays, like how do you ladies feel about that? About people showing their natural grayness?
I love it. I love it. I encourage anyone I see trying to fight it to just let it happen, honestly. I can't wait for it to happen to me, but I need it to happen like everyone else is happening. Like I've had one gray hair, and just like it's stubborn too. It's one gray hair and it comes out of my lock too. So it's just a loose gray hair. I pull it out every time. If I can get it to do what I need it to do and stay inside the locks and be cute still, I'm all for it. And I think everyone should do it.
What about you, Valeka?
As far as grays, I'm all for it. Mine's, you know, crazy thing is they want to come on the outskirts. They don't want to come all in the middle part. They want to be like peekaboo all in the front. And I'm really, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't try to hide it.
Right. I had one that was like way down here. I was like, why? Why are you on my forehead? Like, why can't you be with the rest of the people? Why you got to chill down here? It's crazy. hair just, and it does what it wants to do. Like I
Yeah.
was telling you guys, like, look how now I have sideburns. Like I thought this was part of locks, but now it's just coming down and chilling.
Yeah.
My face. It wants to like, it wants to be laid like Brene. Show your baby hair.
Okay. Okay. Come through, baby hair.
My hair wants to do like a little swirly down here. But I don't want it to. I want it to go play up there.
Right.
Sit behind my ear or something. But oh, I was gonna ask you, Valeka, because I remember we had talked before and you were making, I don't remember if it was gel for your hair or something. So do you sometimes make your own products, or was that just a one-time thing?
No, I haven't in a while, but I would do that sometimes, like a protein treatment. I'm putting some eggs, egg white. Um, don't rinse your hair with hot water though, because then you're gonna have some eggs in your hair.
Oh my God.
God, you got to do it with cold water. I did a protein treatment with mayonnaise, but then like with the gel, I did flaxseed. I made flaxseed gel.
Yeah,
And
that's all.
MJ loved to play in it. He it's slimy to him. So he was like, "Can I play in it? Go make some gel so I can play in it."
But how did it work on your hair?
Oh, it worked. It did. It was good. I just didn't do it again. I just be experimenting on different stuff.
I think that's the gel that this one lady, I think her name was Lock Crush. She makes a gel to twist her locks. And I think it is made out of something. I know it's made out of something natural, but I need to look again to see what it's made out of, because I wanted to do something like that and put it on my hair, because I don't like a lot of other products, the gel and all that stuff, so I feel like it makes it hard. And like the last time when Brene did my hair, she washed it. Oh God, you washed it really, really good. It felt so good. And then we just put the locking gel on it, and then you sprayed some, like, what was it? Water, peppermint oil, and what else?
Yeah, it's rose water, peppermint oil, and I put castor oil in it.
Yeah. So like I like natural stuff like that on my hair, and it just feels better. It just feels good. I like it.
Yeah, you can go in the kitchen.
Hmm?
You can go in the kitchen and just get something like some extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil. You just have to know what works for your hair.
Yeah, I like
grapeseed oil.
Yeah.
And that's good that you said that, because they say that the stuff that you put on your hair, you're supposed to be able to eat it. And so that's the things that are healthy for our hair that we're supposed to put on our hair.
Right.
But I just like, probably this summer I'll have more time to find recipes and make some stuff and try it out. Because
I can send you. Oh wait, no, you have locks. I was about to say I can send you some.
But you can send me the recipe for that gel, please.
Yes, I will.
And if anybody's interested, let me know, and I can put it in the comment section below. Let me see what else I was going to ask you. Well, do you guys have like some favorite products though that you buy that you put on your hair?
I do. I've basically found my products for my, not really products. I don't use products in my hair, honestly. I use like oils. So I have like certain oils that I love and that I get regularly. I do have this one product that I went back to. This was one of the products I used when I was loose natural, and I just loved it. This is the Cantu Shea Butter. It's a Grow Strong treatment, and I just put that on my hair like when it's wet. And I feel like I can do the same thing because I still have my my loose ends, which I combed out even more. So I put that like mainly on my ends, and then when I do like a braid out, it makes, I slept on this yesterday, but it makes a really nice braid out. But other than that, I just use mainly like oils and water, oils inside of water.
Oh yeah.
I'll put like, I have like the castor oil. I use that like on my scalp, and I also spray it in that's my spray too. So.
Okay. Do you have some favorite products, Valeka?
Right now, listen, I've been using it since July, but you can become a product junkie.
Yes.
Just having all that products. You try something, they say try it for a month. Give it a month, because it's the first time, it might not work, but they say, try it to give your hair a chance to like it. But I've been sticking with one right now since July last year. So that's I used to work with her. She lives out here in Louisiana. but it's called the shea butter. It's like a cream, and I use her hair growth oil. And then a gel that I use that's pretty pricey. You know, gel, you can find some gel for about $3 at the store. This gel here, yeah, $55 a jar. Uh-huh. But it's called Photogenic Gel, and it does wonders. It's really good. But that's what I've been using right now. So I figured I'm gonna use that for a while and see what it do. Because you know, sometimes you can use some products and your hair will love it, and then at one point it don't react to it no more. And so you have to you be like, wait, this used to my hair used to do so good with this, but then it just do that. Hair changes.
Right.
Right. See, I've never really been like all on products like that. You know, I don't put like a lot of stuff. Like I said before, when I wear curly, I'll just wear water, put water, well, leave-in conditioner, well, not even leave-in conditioner. I was just leaving the conditioner in, and then it was Herbal Essence. I would just leave that conditioner in, and then I would put the some kind of oil on my hair, and that would be it. And then, but now, like I said, I use that locking gel. I think it's by Murray's. And that's kind of all. And then oil, I put grapeseed oil on my hair from time to time, but I don't put like a lot of stuff on my hair right now anyway. And then I'm trying to remember what you had just said something, Valeka, that made me think of something. You said about the one thing that was happening with me, like when I had my short haircut and I was wearing it curly, my curl pattern changed. And so, like, you know, it used to be like tight curls, but then it was like this hair wanted to just be straight. Over here it was curly, and then back here it wants to be curly and straight. So it's like your hair is natural, it does whatever it wants to do.
Right.
You have to kind of let it because it's doing what it's supposed to be doing naturally. So if it's straight, if it's curled, if it's kinky, if it's whatever it does, that's what it's gonna do.
Right.
You can't try to make it do. It's gonna do what it wants to do. You can't make it do anything.
Right.
What do you have? How you have yours? Is like bobby pinned up or something in the back?
Let's see. I have it 2 combs.
Oh, some combs.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
I have combs to keep it tucked in.
Keep it tucked in. So how do you ladies wrap your hair at night?
I use a bonnet. I used to tie it down, but I need my hair to be like fluffed and full. And so I like when I use my bonnet and like it just kind of like gets everywhere. I can spray it in the morning, shake it out, and it's still kind of like big and fluffy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just sleep on like a satin pillowcase, but I've kind of been not doing that since I've been like moisturizing my hair. It's gotten all over the pillowcase, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that's what I do. A scarf. I do tie my hair down because, and then I do a scarf and then a bonnet because for the bonnet is for the like the ends that are not covered by the scarf, and then just because if I don't, like I said, I sweat a lot, and so then if I'm sweating and it's out, it's gonna just be. Yeah. And so then like I was concerned about that when I first started locking because, you know, when it's wet, it's not gonna lock. So that's why the back took so long to lock. But I try to just like keep it contained so it won't unravel, I guess. And then Valeka got me, what is it called? Is it like a sleeve? What is that thing?
It's called a hair tube.
A hair tube.
And it's from the same person who I get the shea butter from.
Okay, so she got the hookup. So we need to put her information down there. So Valeka gave me a hair tube when I was out there in Houston, and I tried it last night, and I think you would like that, Brene, because like you put it on, and then it's like pulls your hair up like this. And then
I want to say I have one. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but I have something similar, definitely.
Yeah. And it just had my hair chilling, and then when I took it down, I was like, oh, okay. I thought about you, Brene, because how you say like you like it fluffed up.
Yeah.
Like when my hair is first done, I can't do it because, you know, I'm tender-headed like an MF, so I would cry like, if, you know, let me get used to it being like this before I make it go another way, and that's gonna be tight again, so I can't. So that's why I just now used it last night instead of 2 weeks ago. But well, actually last week.
And with your hair, you do have to be like a little bit more careful when it comes to like wrapping it and stuff, because it is just twisted at the roots to where like mine, I interlock it. So I can like do my hair and wash it right after, and I'll still have this fresh look. That's why I'm not too concerned with like wrapping it down. I just want, I like the big, full, messy look. If I had your what are they? Regular locks, I guess, traditional locks maybe. If I had those, I probably would want to wrap it and, like you said, put the bonnet on just to keep that fresh retwist. Most definitely.
Okay, so that's the difference, because mine is just a regular 2-strand, and then you have
Twist the roots.
Yeah,
you have 2-strand. Well, you started with 2 strands. They're just regular locks. Now you started with 2 strands, but you maintain them with palm rolling.
right.
To where I interlock my roots. They're already locked. Well, they're knotted up basically. And the only way that they slip, like I do have like hairs like in the back like you do. My hairs in the back, they don't stay in until like I have a bunch of hair that kind of wants to mat back here. But other than that, my hair pretty much stays once I've done it until it grows out. That's when it starts to get that messy look.
So that's why yours always looks so neat though, because it's interlocked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Still learning,
You could interlock your hair too, though. That you could start maintaining yours, interlocking it if it works better for you, if you prefer that.
I'm scared.
I know a lot of people are starting to, because like I said, when you twist it, you do need to get it retwisted, but I feel like most of the time when you are getting it retwisted, it's retwisting what's already unraveled, not anything new growth, So the style would last longer if you were to interlock it.
I'm just scared that my hair might break off or something. That I just seen people whose locks broke off, and so I'm just trying not to mess with it so much because I don't want it to be fragile. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so I think that would be a way of keeping your hands out of not your hand, whoever does your hair. That would be a way for you, at least, especially in the back. That would be a way for you to keep or prolong the periods of time that you get your hair done without having to go to like that. I don't know if you care or not, but without having to go to like that messy phase where you're saying it looks like an afro. I personally, I like it. I like the messier look for all locks, but some people, they don't like to have, they don't like the new growth, or they don't like to have like the fuzzy, frizzy and stuff like that. And so that would be a way around that. But
okay,
either way, safe, definitely.
Yeah, I don't mind the fuzzy look. And then now I'm really not gonna mind, since I'm gonna have my grays. But sometimes like my grays are more unruly, so they might be trying to do their own thing. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
So do you ladies have any advice for someone who may want to go natural?
You just have to do it, honestly. Just do it, because I mean, if you think into it too much, I know my sister for the longest time, she was always complaining about her hair and how she wanted it to grow, she wanted it to be thicker, she was tired of thinning out, tired of her edges. And I'm like, well, you got to stop doing, the perms, the flat ironing, because even if you don't have a perm, flat ironing your hair is damaging. Mm-hmm. That needs to be limited. And, I was trying to tell her the whole time, just stop doing that. She finally went natural and then locked her hair, and her hair is like down her back. It's a process, and you just have to trust it.
Yeah, you have to trust it. That's the thing. Yep.
You just have to do it and trust that it's gonna work out for you. And it will.
Yeah, commit to it. Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Valeka? You have advice?
I would say it's trial and error. I can't say that enough. Because it is like what work for somebody might not work for you. So therefore, YouTubers, Pinterest, hair expos. Look, I even went to a natural hair support group out here. Like because of the pandemic, we can't go. But I've been a part of that group for 3 years now. My mom was like, "You go to AA meetings for hair?"
Yeah, meetings for hair.
I do. Yes. So we
have groups on Facebook too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
So we would meet once a month and have our natural hair support group.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's good.
Were you finished, Valeka, or
but just have a plan. Right. Don't just go in and say, I want to go natural. I think I want to try it. You know, people be asking, you gonna go back to the perm? I was like, no, this is me. This is what I want to do. Not because somebody else did it. And so, you know, because it was something I've been thinking about for 5 years before I did it. I was like, do I want to? I don't know. But when my coworker came, I'm telling you, when she came to work and did that big chop, I was like, I'm gonna do it. So you just gotta have a plan.
Right.
And be confident too.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
definitely you have to be confident.
Yeah. Because as soon as someone says something negative, because people will say something negative, no matter who you are, somebody's gonna say something negative, but you have to be confident in who you are and confident about what you're doing with your hair.
Right.
Not let that bother you. Because if not, then you're gonna want to change your hair yourself because of what somebody else said. They need to mind their own business. And I don't know why people think it's their business anyway to say something negative.
Right.
Somebody who's doing something positive. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm letting my hair come out the way it's supposed to come out. And just because I'm not trying to, you know, make it look like how you want me to make it look, why would you have to say something to me?
Right. I don't want to look like everyone else. I don't want to look like you.
Let me
I want to be me.
Let me live. And was gonna say one thing. So my mom, like when I first started my journey, my mom had said something and I was like, you think I'm gonna keep them? You know, the locks, because I thought she thought I wasn't. And she said, no, I want you to. And I was like, oh, okay. So I always have to think about that, you know, since my mom's not here, she wanted me to have my locks. So I'm going to keep them because my mom wanted me to have my locks. But like, if I don't want them, then I'll just shave my head bald and start all over. It's not a thing to me because I don't really trip on hair that much. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, I am not my hair, India Irie, when she had that song, I feel that like, oh yes, that's so damn true.
Yeah,
that's so true. But was gonna say, plus, like I was telling you, ladies, your hair is so beautiful. Both of you ladies, Valeka, your hair is really thick and beautiful and long, and it looks super duper healthy. You know, I've known you your whole life. Well, you know, since 12, whatever. So you know, I know the journey and stuff.
Yeah.
And so yeah, your hair, that's you right there.
Thank you.
Love it. And Brene, you know, I've known you this amount of time, but and you know, you always do stuff with your hair. But this look right here, this is the best look I like you in. I like these.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, it looks really pretty. It goes good with your face. And then of course, you know, you look just like my son. Y'all look like twins instead of a couple. So we still need to look into that because I don't know, you might be cousins. But because even like she looks like me, right, Valeka? Don't she look like? Yeah.
That's what they always say.
We all look alike. But she did my hair like my son's hair. So why are you trying to have us look like twins? But but no, but it really looks good on you, ladies. What I'm trying to tell you.
Yours too.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I was scared because I didn't think my hair was gonna lock, right? Because it was taking so long. And then Valeka, when Major was talking all that shit, you saw that video with Major talking shit. When I just had the faux locks because Brene had to put the faux locks in my hair when I went to Hawaii.
Yeah. And
he was saying like, how you trying to have like, you know, like your hair look nappy when you when you got that good hair or whatever. And so I was like, watch, I'm gonna get locked. So I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna show him. My hair did lock. It did take like almost a year, but it did lock.
Yeah.
I was super duper excited about that. And one thing my advice to people who want to start the natural journey or people who I try to nudge to start the natural journey, I just feel like your hair will just be way more healthier. It'll be healthier. It's gonna be longer. Like it's gonna be thicker. It's just gonna be better. And then I feel like you'll feel better. I don't know. I just feel like you'll feel better with your hair.
It literally does flourish. Like this is about the longest that I've had my hair since I started taking care of my own hair. Right. And it just took, you know, a year. I started with like this much hair. Right. I've never seen that much growth in a year with my hair at all. Right. And I'm like, hey, you know, I got a ponytail finally. Like I'm juiced. It really does grow. Your hair can grow. You can have hair down your back. Right. All you do is leave it alone, be natural, all the chemicals and stuff like that. Let it go.
Right. And that's what people think too, that like Black people's hair can't grow. It can't. Our hair grows hecka long, hecka beautiful, and hecka healthy. But not if we keep putting this stuff on there that's preventing it from growing.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, you know, this is just 3 people talking and this worked for us. So I can't say, you know, for everyone, but for us 3 ladies, and I know some other people too, who are natural, and their hair is beautiful. And it's, like I said, it seems like it's more healthy and like it's growing longer than it ever was when they had processed hair.
Right. And I would like to say, we just have to embrace it for what it is. Because see, for me, it still be a struggle sometimes because I'm like, I want it to look longer. Like it's longer when
it's
I want it to be, you know, but the shrinkage is real. The shrinkage is real, but it means it's a sign that your hair is healthy. So it's like one of my friends, she went back to a perm. I think it was last year. She went back to a perm because she was like, she tired of trying to make it look longer. So I'm like, you know what? We have to learn how to embrace our hair.
Right. Because that's like, my hair is long too, but it doesn't look long because it still curls up. And like when Brene had washed my hair a long time, I got a picture because I was like, wait, my hair is really long. Right. But then, as soon as it dries, here it goes up here, but it's like really down here, you know. It's so yeah. We just have to embrace that and know it. And then like you did, how you just be like, bloop, my hair is long, and let it go. And
the length check, pull it out.
And then it just goes right back up. But you know it's there. You can be like, huh? What'd you say? Because you know, when I started my lock, how long was my locks?
Yep, like about there.
Like this.
Oh yeah.
Let me do a little. Oh shit. Oh. In a year, y'all. In a year. Sorry, I dropped my phone.
Do you have like pictures? Have you been taking pictures and stuff? Like
yeah. And that's what I was thinking, that maybe if I figure out how to do this, I could try to put pictures or some kind of, I don't know where I can put it, but try to do some kind of like progression.
Right. Yeah.
Showing. Because I even have it like right before I twisted it, how my hair was like, my roots were hecka gray, and then I had the brown, and then wasn't that much, but brown, and then like a little blonde in the end. So, woo, like combed it straight up and then took a picture looking like, you know, being funny. But I want to show that too, because that's showing how I started and all the shit.
Yeah. I didn't take pictures in the beginning because I was like, not really ashamed, but like I wasn't in a picture mood because I didn't feel, my hair was like up here. Like I looked like this. Like I was not having it at all. So I didn't have too many pictures, but once I got like a little bit of length, I was like, okay, picture, snap, curl pattern. Oh, it's moving, it's finally moving. And I started tracking every little bit of growth that I had. Oh, this one touched my shoulder when it was wet. Okay. I got a ponytail now.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we do need to show the journey too, so then we can feel good about the process, right? Like,
right.
It
and prove to everyone else too.
Right. But we're not worried about everybody else.
But when you're trying to tell them, okay, this is the way, it's, you know, prove, okay, this is what worked for me. You can try it. You should have the same results.
Right. Or similar, because everybody's here.
Yeah. Growth. It's growth.
Right. And I think that's one thing too, Valeka, like I was just thinking about that too, because you know, some people stop getting relaxers, and then they're scared of that because sometimes they might have to cut off the ends or a lot of their hair because once you stop getting it. So that's what happened with you?
That's what I did when I first decided to not get perms anymore. I gradually cut it. So I didn't do the big chop. Yeah. So what I did was like once a month, I would cut 2 to 3 inches off. You know, I would go to my beautician and she'll cut 2 to 3 inches off. And then after a year is when I was like, hey.
Right. Right. See, well, my hair, I didn't have to do that, but you know, I have a different texture. When I stopped getting perms, I just stopped getting them, and then, you know, my hair was okay. But I know a lot of people who do have to cut their hair, especially like the ends. It's like a lot of it that's just like because it started getting damaged.
Yeah, I've done both actually. I've just cut it all off, and I've transitioned. I think I would just prefer to just cut it all off and let it just grow, because I feel like transitioning kind of slows the process a little bit. Yeah, because you still have all that like that dead, damaged hair, and as soon as you cut it off, your hair is just gonna flourish.
Right. But you're not afraid of having short hair. Some people are afraid of having short hair.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Because like I never thought I would have short hair until I actually cut it, right? And then once I cut it, I just felt so free. So I was like, that's not that long hair. And now that
Why
my
did you
hair is,
wait that long?
right. And then now my hair is growing. I'm like, oh my God, like how am I gonna feel like when it's really long? Because I feel like they're gonna be so heavy.
Yeah.
But I still might be like, swinging the dreads, swinging them. Have it all up in some kind of hairstyle up here or something. I don't know. I can't wait. My neck is gonna be on. But but yeah, so was gonna say, oh, did I ask you ladies, what's the best thing about your hair journey?
The growth for me. It's the growth. Like I said, I started off with nothing. Like I wish I could pull up a picture or something right now for you guys. I started off with nothing. And to see the day that I finished, because I did these myself, the day that I finished and what it looked like and where I'm at now, I am just like in awe. Like I can't believe that this is my hair at that.
Right.
Like, I remember buying wigs that looked similar to this length, this style. Like I remember buying wigs. Now this is my hair. I'm just I'm overjoyed.
Right. That's good. That's good. And I see that too in you. So I like that too. That you're happy and that you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best thing about my hair journey is it's my hair journey.
Say that.
You know, I didn't know what to expect. So, and I'm still excited. So it's like, this is me,
Right.
but it's my journey. So that's the best thing about it.
Right. That's good. And then the confidence, like people see that, right? So I'm sure like the guys be on you. Because like when they, I'm not talking about you, Brene. Valeka.
No.
Because when they see that confidence, then, you know, they're like, hey, but I don't go nowhere. So I don't know if, you know.
I feel it is a confidence. I feel bold, you know, but people can't get it mixed up with like, oh, she conceited. No, I'm just confident in myself. Don't get it twisted.
Right. I like your earrings too, Valeka.
Thank you.
Oh, ladies. So on Novene TV, I always let my guest ask me a question. So is there anything that you want to ask Novene C?
I got a question.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
I want to know how you know you have this little part right here on this side. Are you going to do something different with your normal self?
She didn't ask me the question I already said no to. So what I do sometimes is I have it all like going back like this. Watch my videos on Novene TV, you'll see. So sometimes it's like this. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes it's like this. And then other times it's like this.
Okay.
And then now that it's longer, I can do like this, like put it in the ponytail.
Oh, put some bobby pins in it. Oh, yeah.
Girl, if I put bobby pins in, then when I take them out, like some of my hair, girl, I'm scared my hair gonna, I'm not.
I know, because they can be dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not.
Bobby pins can be dangerous.
I'm not doing it.
Pin it up some type of way. You could pin it up some type of way.
You just heard me say, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I don't know how to do it.
I know.
When I come out there this summer, you can hook me up.
Got you.
Okay, and then we'll show the people on the TV.
I got you.
The styles that Valeka showed me without bobby pins.
Without bobby pins.
Yeah, how to do. And then maybe I might do it, and I probably won't.
Right. And it's okay because it's your hair.
Accept me how I am. Love me how I am. Okay. She want to change me. She always want to change me. Anyway, Brene, do you have any questions that you want to ask Miss Novene?
So for me, I'm wondering, I know you were saying that you were like scared for your or you weren't really sure about when your locks got long. If they get to a certain length, do you feel like you would either cut them or cut them off, or is this just like, it is what it is?
I don't think I would cut them off unless I just didn't want locks anymore. But if it gets to a certain length, and if I feel like it's too heavy or too much work, like washing and all that stuff, that seems like that, because it's already a chore, right? And I don't even have that much.
Right.
Like retwisting them, that's a chore. I have to do like, in sections. I do half one day and then the other half the next day. So if it's really long,
Really?
girl, yes, my arms. I'm not that.
Oh my,
Girl, I'm weak.
it did take me all day to do my hair, but I'm like, for your hair, like I don't think it should take that long.
First of all, I'm older and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't do hair. And then I have to be like, oh, am I twisting it the right way? Did she twist
Oh, okay.
it
Yeah,
that way? So I don't want to undo it, right? And then I have to have the mirror. It's a lot. It's a whole process. But yeah, I don't think I would just like cut them off. But since it's gonna grow gradually, it might not be too heavy. But like I said, once it gets like too much, then yeah, I might trim them.
What would you say too much? Like too much length or too much as it like weighing?
Both.
Like could it be too long for you?
Yeah, probably.
Like down your back again? Or
yeah, because so like my regular hair when it was straight, but it's different, right? It was, it would be like down my back. You can't see it, but it would be like long down my back, but it wasn't like real heavy. Well, I didn't know it was heavy until when she cut that, I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize my hair was heavy because I had it my whole life. And so with the locks gradually growing, I might not feel it, right? So it just depends. It depends. I have to see how I feel at the time.
Right. I didn't want my hair to get long at first. Like when we went to Reno, I think it was like in July or something. That was my goal hair length back then. Yeah. And now my hair's getting longer and I don't know how I'm gonna act when it like touches my back or my neck. And I don't know. I might be scared thinking it's a bug or like what, but I don't know if I want my hair to be like down my back.
That would be really pretty. See, the thing that I see people with long locks with different hairstyles. And so that's what I get so super excited because I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be able to do so much more with it when it's longer. And so I get kind of excited about that. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Because that's one thing, I just realized this recently too. One thing I miss is braiding my hair. I used to braid my hair often, like myself, either French braid or just regular braid. And I mean, now it's long enough to where I can, but like when it gets, if I have I can just do like a braid and have a braid come on the side or something, or like a braid in the back, you know what I'm saying? Like two French braids. I'm like, okay. So I'll see. Sometimes like in the workplace or when you're around people who aren't familiar with Black hair, they want to ask you. Sometimes if you're lucky, they ask you, can they touch your hair, right? So if somebody asks me, usually if it's somebody I know, a coworker or whatever, I'm like, yeah. And so they would touch my hair, right? And they say, oh, it's so soft. And I'll be like, what the hell? How did you think it was gonna feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, but how would they know, right? I guess they're looking at it and they're like, it looks, I don't know what they're thinking. It looks coarse, it looks nappy. I don't know what they're thinking, but then they touch it and it's not. And so they're surprised. So like, has anything like that ever happened to you ladies?
For me, no. I've never had anyone want to touch my natural hair. It's always been like my weaves and my wigs and stuff. No one's ever been like, at least to the touch, fascinated to like with my natural hair like that. They'll say it looks nice or whatever. Like if I've had it, like I would do like these wash and goes for my hair. These wash and goes where like I would like put gel and kind of just like work it in and kind of make my coils or whatever. I'd have people like say things about it, look really close, but never want to touch. I don't know if that was like a respect thing because maybe they knew, but I've never had the issue with my natural hair. It's always been like with wigs, weaves, oh, can I feel it? Or what does it feel like? Or, it's so long, you didn't have this yesterday type of stuff.
But how do you feel about that? Even with the wigs and the weaves, how do you feel about them touching it? Like, did you feel like, is it secure enough for them to touch it or?
It depends on who it was. So like if it was like another fellow sister, okay, that you understand, okay, where we're coming from. But with the others, I don't know how to address them. It depends on where they're touching. Don't touch me all up in here.
Right.
That's disrespect. You want to feel what the hair feels like? That's fine.
Right.
But all up in here, no, don't. Right. And I've had like guys kind of want to ask, can you take it off? Don't do that. Like, don't. Can you start able to take it off, or how is it in there? That's too much information. Is it cute or not? That's it. Like.
What about you, Valeka? Has anybody ever tried to pet you?
Yes. Yes, they have that. They ask could they touch it. Now see, I learned this as my going through my natural journey. Like I didn't know it was a big thing. Like, don't touch my hair. Like for me, I don't care. Like, okay, yeah, go on and touch it.
Yeah.
It don't bother me. So I never was that person, but I know that it's a big deal to a lot of people. Like, don't touch my hair.
Right.
If I know you and we're in a space that we're talking, okay, but don't just some random person come up and pet me or touch my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a problem with that.
It depends on how they touch it too. Yeah, don't, you want to feel it a little bit. Okay, that might be a different story. But don't come up and do all that, and I don't know you at all. Like,
but people were always like people I knew. They were always when I had my my long when it was straight, they would always come and touch right here to try to see if they feel tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Like
Even if it is real, don't do that.
No, but so when me and Valeka were younger, like weaves weren't like a big thing. That just became a big thing in the last how many years? 20 years or some shit, I don't know. So when if we had a weave, like people like you have a weave or like try to talk shit about you. But now your age, everybody wears wigs and weaves and stuff, so that's not a thing. But But if it was me, like if it's a weave, I'll just say it's a weave. It's not a big deal. Like I don't have to sit here and try to act like it's my hair if it's not. I mean, some people do, but that's their business. But I'm not like that. I don't care. Like if it's fake or if it's not, it's still mine. It's on my damn head. So
I pay for it.
But yeah, with the people with the petting or surprised at the texture of your hair or whatever, or I didn't know, I didn't know Black people's hair can grow long, or I didn't know it feel like. I mean, I guess. Well, how would they know, right? So.
Right.
Period. Period.
Yeah. Anywho, Brene, you are a hairstylist in the Houston area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can you tell me what you specialize in and how people can contact you?
I mainly specialize in natural hair. I can do it all. I can do weaves, braids, all that kind of stuff, haircuts, and somewhat of color. But I specialize in like locks, natural hair, and things like that. I just recently started up a new Instagram page. It's crowned by B, crowned by .b_. That's how you guys can find me. And I'm local to the Houston area now. So if you're looking to get your hair done or start your journey or anything like that, questions, anything, you can contact me.
So DM you on Instagram, and I will put her Instagram information in the description so you can contact Brene, so you can be crowned by B. I would just like to say thank you, ladies, so much for coming on Novene CTV and sharing your natural hair journey with us. And hopefully I'll have you ladies on another episode when we talk about relocating to a different state and the pros and cons of that, okay? So we'll be able to talk to Valeka and Brene about that as well, since both of you guys have that in common. And I would like to say thank you. Please like, subscribe, share, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I put out a new video. And I'm wishing you peace, love, and light. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
And thanks for having us.
Yes,
Thank you.